Yeah.
But now working with the numbers that you're supposed to work with.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really good day. I mean, the guys came to work today, and they got to see how we're going to do day one, and a lot of good install, a lot of good drill work, and it was a good, solid day one.
Your day ones, it's a lot more mental, it seems like, than physical. And I remember the last time you were here, we talked about that. But maybe just a refresher, why do you do that sort of philosophy on the day one, more of a walkthrough scenario?
Well, I mean, we as coaches would get all pissed off because guys couldn't line up. And so what we decided was, let's teach them where to line up. Let's look at it on film. Let's watch the opponent. Let's look and see where the ball's going to happen to be, where they're going to be defensively, and what they look like on special teams. And let's line them up. And then once we do that for a day and we get where we can line up tomorrow, and day three, we can compete against one another and kind of sharpen our skills. So that's kind of where the philosophy came from.
And then a rest and recovery standpoint, the players probably won't mind that either.
Yeah, I mean, it gives them a day or so. It gives them one extra day of rest. But we move around. We're going to lift every single day, and so we've got that built into our 4.5, and so that's kind of what we do.
I know just a walkthrough, but Nick Arbuckle back on the field, that has to make everyone feel good.
Yeah, I mean, he's well now. He seemed like he's throwing the ball really well, and he's a competitor. So look forward to seeing him play.
You made a couple acquisitions that you know very well, Jalen Collins and Tristan Bakud.
Yeah.
Tell me about those two.
Yeah, I mean, they both know what we're doing in the secondary, and we've had some nicks and bruises in the secondary with some guys maybe not being able to play, and so I've got to make sure that we've got some guys that are familiar with what we do defensively.
Collins came in like gangbusters last year, kind of like Matthews Lyon did.
Yeah, he played really well for us down the stretch, and he seemed to make a lot of plays on the football, which, again, when people are going to shoot the ball down the field on you vertically, it's good to have guys that can play.
There are concerns at this point about Aaron Grimes and the feast?
Yeah, we're looking to see exactly, where they're going to be and that type of thing. So, we'll know more in the next probably 24, 48 hours.
Chris, training camp was supposed to sort out the QB spot. You managed to hang on to all 4 of those guys. How are you going to have room on your roster?
Yeah, well, I mean, we've very carefully.
Right.
We've got some good guys, and the good thing is their contracts are for the most part very favorable. So we're able to try and develop. And quite honestly, I feel like as a league, the more quarterbacks we can try to develop, the better off we're going to be. Not only as an organization but as a league. So we wanted to hold on to all 4 because all of them did some good things.
I guess there's 5 if you count Beaudry in there.
Yeah, if you count Beaudry, it's 5. Yeah.
But how come other teams? How come we aren't seeing this throughout the league, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can only speak for what we do, and it's one of the things that I talked with the league about was our inability to find quarterbacks, and we've got to make sure that we feel like we've got some good ones. We'll know a little bit more when we're actually playing real games, and you can hardly ever have too many.
I was going to say it probably helps when one is as good as a running back and the other 2 are basically receivers.
That's right. You've got some guys that can do some multiple things offensively, and I think that bodes well for them.
You know what I'm going to ask you next, right?
Who's starting?
Yeah, who won? Who won the QB competition?
Yeah, you know what? It'll be soon enough. I mean, but both of them, have done some really good things. The guys that played the other night. So I mean, we'll just see here in the next 24, 48 hours. Eventually, we'll tell you who's going to play, and I wouldn't be surprised if all 3 of the guys we dress play.
Can I ask you about injuries? It's obviously, I know, part of the game, but you got some guys who haven't been on the field for a couple of weeks. You got some guys who you lost on Friday. How frustrating is that for you when you want to put your team together and it just one guy crops up hurt and then another guy does?
Yeah, we've had some veteran guys that know what we're doing, but unfortunately they've not been able to be there, and they're not pulling the old CFL vet card. I mean, they're actually they're dinged up and hurt, and it's it's unfortunate because, just like you said, we're wanting to put our best foot forward, and unfortunately we've got guys that are still nicked up.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank y'all.
Thanks, guys.